Good afternoon. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Wednesday, January 2nd. Hope everyone had a fantastic New Year's because the market has started off with a bang. Huge rally today. 308 points on the fiscal, well, at least part of the fiscal deal. Stocks just blew up. And, we're starting off with the Dow 15-minute chart, and you can see over the last week, we've been, meandering slowly down as we dealt with the House continuing to deal on the fiscal cliff deal. And then we got a vote late last night and the market went zoom. We had a big gap up, consolidation for most of the day, and then a huge surge into the close. Needless to say, we are overbought, but we can continue to be overbought just like we can continue to be oversold in bad market conditions. The daily chart. Nice breakout of the previous high, and the yearly highs up there at 13,600 is very, very close. And let's, stochastics, nice big bounce. I mean, we still have lots of upside on the daily chart. Even though we are essentially up 600 points in the last 2 days, we are still far from overbought on the Dow daily chart. Looking at a multiple year chart, here is a 10-year chart, and, all-time highs are not too far away. What is going to depend on how quickly we get to the all-time highs is what nonsense we get from Congress regarding the debt ceiling. But, we probably have a couple of weeks of joy in the market before that nonsense really starts to impact things. So, let's push it to the sidelines for now and enjoy what is typically a very, very strong period for stocks, especially for small cap stocks. Russell 2K, let us look at a multiple year chart. All-time highs for the Russell today. Here is a 20-year chart. All-time highs today on the Russell in what is seasonally the strong time for small cap stocks. Now, typically on a big up day like we saw today where large caps romp, we usually don't see small caps participate. And we had a lot of our stocks participating today. That is a very, very good sign because typically we really start to see the big moves in small caps day 2, 3, and 4 after the size of the rally we've had in the market over the last 2 days. So very, very bullish out there on our stocks. But anyway, let us jump into some stock plays. BLIN. I love the setup here. This is one big sell-off on its earnings report. They are profitable, cash flow positive, nice sell-off on the chart, held a 200-day moving average over the last 4 weeks. Nice looking chart. We got a positive MACD cross today, and you know how I love seeing oversold stocks with positive MACD cross. It tends to be the fuel for rocket moves higher. Stochastics out of the basement, moving towards the 50 level. First target is the 50-day moving average at 174, but I could see this stock easily making a move to the 2s. Remember when we jumped into this stock back in October, down in the 120s, ran up 33% over the course of 3 days, consolidated, and then ran another 50% over the ensuing 3 weeks. This stock can do the exact same thing again, and this is small cap season. These guys, this stock looks like it's ready to rock and roll. Big winner for us today, SYNM on the fiscal cliff deal, but this was also a January popper play with the classic walk down sell-off from November through December. Consolidation last week where we loaded, and boom, 50% gainer for us today. Very, very nice. Hit our first target. As I mentioned, even though this one could continue moving up to the 70-cent level throughout January, book 3/4 gains. 50% gain in less than a week. You take a chunk off if you want to ride a quarter position or 10, 15%. Stops 37 to 40 cents. Still guarantees a winner and alleviates any concern you have of missing continued upside. But 50% win over the last few days, very, very nice. Now check this chart here. January popper setup. TXZ or TXCC trans switch. See the similar slow bleed walk down over the last couple of months, consolidation around mid-December, and ready to rock and roll. Today we broke that downtrend line from the November sell-off. First target is a move to the 50-day moving average at 79 cents. But again, I could see this stock quickly trading to the $1 level, 95 to $1, over the next couple of weeks in this very strong small cap market. Nice bottom action on this one today. 67 to 70 cents is where they will start to chase this one. It tried to go early last week, got that spike to 72 cents, and then they sold off into year end. Those tax sellers are gone, and this chart looks ready to rock and roll, just like we saw on SYNM over the last couple of days. IGO is soon ready to IGO up. That was pretty lame, I must admit. CES, Consumer Electronics Show, starts next Tuesday, January 8th. These guys have 2 suites at the CES, not just booths. They got a lot of floor space for a small little company at CES. Very, very cheap CES play. We always have a huge runner into the CES show. Let us see if IGO is this year's runner. 200-day moving average at 47 cents is our target objective on this one going into next week. We're looking for a positive MACD cross, probably within the next day. Stochastics are about to break up through 20, so the chart looks ready to rock and roll, and we have a reason for it. Very, very nice setup over the next few days. RNN, another one of our January popper plays, has got putting in a nice little rounded bottom here, holding at the 20-day exponential. You'll probably see the real move come on this one on a break of 35 cents. Maybe 33, 34, 35 cents. 200-day moving average at 44 cents is our first target on this one. RSI about to break 50. Stochastics have already broken up through 50. I like this setup over the next couple of weeks. New pickup for us today, CPRX. It's one we've been watching. It was on the January popper list. Just been waiting for the end of the year tax sellers to disappear, and they are gone now. New year. Those that wanted to sell have sold. Breakout is 20-day exponential at 48 cents. And I think this one can get a move to 50 cents if the right kind of news or right kind of buying volume comes into it. A break of 48 to 50 cents is really where they will start to chase. And if we break 54 cents, it's on. That 50-day moving average will be within shot on a break of 54 cents. Nice bottomed out chart that should do very well in small cap season, which is right now. Court, another one from the Jan Pop list. Breakout, $1.50. Looking for a move up to the 50-day moving average at 169. You'll see a real common theme on these. We're not, preaching rocket science here right now. The targets are very doable just based on moving average targets and previous high levels. So a lot of these stocks have bottomed out and have been slowly moving higher. And as the list or potential category, what word am I looking for? The list of potential plays, as they run one by one and traders are sitting on the sidelines, what we've been missing for the market a lot is a risk-on gambler mentality. And the last couple of days, new year, you're going to see a lot of new money start to come into this market, and you're going to see traders chase these laggards plays one by one. And it's going to be a fun month as long as we don't get any stupidity out of Washington over the next couple of weeks. ATHX, we've been patiently waiting on this one. Nice little late day break on this one. We got above that 113 resistance level. Stemmer stocks actually did pretty well today. Stem had an early gap up. CUR popped 14%. 200-day moving average is what we're looking at as a first target on this one. Essentially a gap fill from that financing sell-off we had over the last couple of months. RSI looks really good. Stochastics looks really good. And, these sell-off stocks that put in a rounded type bottom, when they do finally start to break out, they tend to run for a few days. And this one looks like it's ready to rock and roll for us. So that's it for the video tonight. We had a couple other trades in the chat room. DCTH, which was also on the January popper list. We actually have had a lot of stocks really start to move early on this one. This one looks great. Another big mover today was EGLE. See the pattern? Sell off over the last couple of months, round the bottom over the last few days, and then a boom move higher. You're going to see that happen over and over again over the next few days, and those are going to be our focus plays. We're going to play some momentum plays as well, but our focus is going to be on these beaten down reversal stocks. Now the tax loss selling is over, and greed is starting to come back in. We're starting to get a little bit of risk-on mentality in the market. These stocks are going to outperform. And keep in mind, we've got many, many, many small-cap stocks at year lows, 12-month lows, with the Russell 2K hitting all-time highs. That is a positive divergence we're seeing in there, and that should flow down to these other stocks, and we should start to see some very, very nice moves in the near term. So that's it for the video tonight. Definitely check out the January popper list if you haven't. We're getting just poppers left and right off of that. If you've got any questions, shoot me an email, feedback@buysellshort.com. And, guys, stocks are popping left and right. I mean, if you were an SYNM, you paid for the one-year sale we had going on or have going on right now. Definitely avail of that 60% off sale right now. Definitely take advantage of it. With some of the plays we have working right now, you could pay for the subscription for the next 5 years in the next couple of days, the way some of these charts are set up. So definitely check that out, and I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.